Never mind, we're going to go into this game. First on board with Shane. Let's see how he's going to start this match up for his team. I would imagine it's going to get loud up here on main stage.
I would have thought so. I mean, Cloud, the sort of team that do try and get into the heads of the opposition. Epsilon, they're a little bit quieter in this front now. We are just seeing the way that the teams are breaking off. Very similar, mirroring each other's movements there. Shane first in towards that hard point and securing the first point onto that board. Shane with a big kill to make that first blood onto Sowers. Kills just being exchanged between the two sides. Jerd has been dropped down by Josh.
Yeah, still on board with Josh now. What could he do for his teammates? They have the hard point. This one not as important as the next one. It is usually very easily contested. However, Epsilon can't actually get near at the moment as all the points going towards this team here for Cloud. And you know what? 3-1 advantage. You can't really not give them this.
It is currently being contested. Lucky and Sowers. Sowers with a huge two-piece. Jerd picking out Shane. So that is going to get them some points on the board now for Team Epsilon. Josh pushes into Sowers. Sowers had a fantastic map last on here on the main stage. Jerd, of course, we must acknowledge, got that big 50 bomb. And now Sowers...
Fail. Did actually fail to knife the glass there, but however, it has changed. Let's have a quick look at the picture-in-pictures. We do see the teams rotating around to the next one in the kitchen. Sowers trying to engage, have to disengage because he's got shots on him. He is very weak, and it does look like Cloud have actually secured their position in this new hard point as Epsilon now got to try and break it.
Cloud were very early to move around. Sowers did manage to break that down a little bit, but a huge two-piece from Mad Cat there, taking down McGee and Sowers. Jerd quick to answer back. Jerd with a two-piece of his own, but Shane, two pieces knocking all over the shop here on Raid. And look at Jerd's bottom right-hand corner. That could be deadly come the open play.
Could certainly be so. He does have the score streaks built up, and you want score streaks in hardpoint. Can make or break one for you, and it does look like he's going to use them at a later date here as he keeps pushing the kitchen. Is he going to start to rotate around? And I think he is. It does look like he's actually moving a different route now. No longer no, he's going to challenge the kitchen. He
is just going to try and stop those last 16 points getting on the board from Team Cloud. Perhaps they didn't expect it, but Jerd trying to go huge here as it is currently contested. When is he going to jump out? No need, as Sowers there to help him out. That last 5 seconds will be put on the board, and they are going to make their way round to the next hard point, which is going to be Garage.
Yep, unfortunately Joe gets taken down. However, he gets a brilliant spawn, and he's going to go back up his teams in Garage. So hard to take, especially with all of Epsilon in there. I expect we're going to see smokes come in very shortly, so they can actually break this. And it does now look like Cloud are coming back into it in force. They broke it so easily.
Yeah, they broke that very, very well. Jerd was looking at the middle map there when two actually ran through that gym. Perhaps thought he had the cover from his teammates. Clearly didn't there. And we are currently on board with Mad Cat, who's racking up the points as they do take the lead heavily here.
Mad Cat the hold, and he is... Oh, taken down at the last minute there, but he did get a first score streak on him. Let's jump on board with some of Epsilon as they take the hard point. On board with McGee. What can he do now as Lucky picks up a two-piece? Both these teams stringing together all the kills.
Yeah, exactly. They're all doing work for the team. There's nobody particularly shining as it stands. McGee quick to move out, though, and try and get a map rotation round on towards that next hard point.
Yeah, you know what, that's a lot of scrap points to give away, but they've decided they've made their play. They're going to go set up, as I think Epsilon have realised 3 of them moving out, and they're going to try and get in here now. They do have score streaks, which can really easily break this basketball score if they choose to use it.
Exactly. I mean, it's so open down there. There's just that little hut in the corner. It looks as if kill streaks are flying in. That hasn't managed to land on anybody as McGee takes down that opposition quickly. That was, of course, Zanity. Josh taking down Lucky, and kill streaks being exchanged between the two teams now as Jerd tries to get into that hard point. Unsuccessful, though, in his efforts. And Cloud just pulling away a little bit here. 87-69.
There we go. Oh, McGee unfortunately taken down at the last minute. Let's jump on board with the Cloud lineup. Shane on a 2 streak at the moment. Can he take this kill? No. Shut down. On board with Josh.
Josh just firing into Sowers, but he gets taken down himself. Let's get on board with some of the Epsilon lineup. That is going to be Sowers first of all, as he goes for that two-piece, unable to do so. But McGee on that head glitch is currently EMP contested, but gets taken down there.
Yeah, now on board with Lucky. Now pushed out. Good time to swap now. Only 8 seconds left. I think they are swapping. They're going to try and set up. And there is Zanity in the corner. Can he almost gets turned on a little bit by Zanity there, and Lucky goes down eventually to Mad Cat, who has been playing fantastically well for his team. This far in, let's have a look at the scoreboard, see how they're stacking up. Mad Cat 17-10. That's why he's a slaying monster.
Yeah, Mad Cat having a particularly great game. Sowers there with a nice answer back to that, of course, that team. Currently trailing by around 30 points now, but this is a very open play hard point, and Jerd has got what the Cloud lineup refer to as the big ting.
Yes, it is the big thing, and in comes. Can he pick up one kill? I actually saw Norbreck with this earlier, and he doesn't actually get shut down there. I believe Sowers shut down his own teammate.
Yeah, I have actually seen a lot of team killing going on between this Epsilon lineup throughout the tournament. Just 1 or 2 here and there every 5 minutes or so, but sometimes can cost you, of course.
Yeah, there you go, McGee actually doing it again there, taking down Jerd. Have they fallen out with Jerd in the meantime?
It might appear so, but now we are on board with Lucky, who's still just trying to rack up those points. It is now level tied, 11-11 now. They are trying to take the lead and doing so very successfully. Only 4 points left on this hard point as they're trying to rotate round and get back towards that initial hard point now. Bang in the middle of the raid. So I bet Sowers, big two-piece.
And he's killed Jerd again.
Killed Jerd once again. Jerd is just always in the thicket of the action. That is the problem.
You know what, I will point a few things out here. First of all, Jerd, how good he was with pistols. We saw him in Cologne using the Cap 40. Obviously, he can't use it here, using the B23R, and he's still so good with it. Just challenges everything and makes these kills as Lucky calls in another score streak. All of them starting to come in now, and they are making a little bit of a lead for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They did trail by around 30 points straight from the off, and then it did extend to 40 at one point, but now Epsilon really making their mark on this Cloud lineup, of course, are trailing 3-1 in total map count in this best of 11 series here, the loser bracket final. The winner of this, of course, goes on to face up against Farico Impact in the grand final here on the main stage. EGL9 at Blackpool, brought to you by Turtle Beach and Horpark.
Yeah, now going to jump on board with Sowers as he picks up Mad Cat. We'll point out, Lucky got shut down off of a 7 kill streak there. Huge kills being strung together. Just picks up 2 pieces of self as we jump on board with him. Now can he hold this hard point as it does switch back to the kitchen, and it doesn't look like the Cloud lineup are in the best place to get in there. They now have to try and break in. He doesn't make it. Sowers taking down Josh. Shane answering back with B23. Mad Cat answering as well, and it does seem like they have managed to push in, but they don't have the best spawn for it.
It is too close to call and read out all of the kills that are currently happening. They are happening thick and fast, going either way. McGee with a 2-piece ever getting shut down by Shane straight away. Lucky there, unfortunate with his storm, didn't manage to get much off that. Did take down Mad Cat, but not in a viable position. Josh has just been taken down that hard point, and they have taken the lead once again now, Team Cloud.
We certainly have to go on board with Mad Cat once more. There's 20 seconds left. I imagine we're going to see a rotate very shortly, and you can actually see Epsilon doing just that right now. And it's going to mean that Cloud have to push out. They have to do something here and try to break this, because if they get in garage, I mean, I've seen several of them with death machines trying to get through that sort of firepower. He's not going to go down well.
Oh, he might if you have got Mad Cat on your side. He does take down Lucky there. If we just go back in towards that big mode as Mad Cat just buying this time now, getting some health back. His full screen is now healed. He's just going to wait by this time, try and get around the back, but he has been called out. Does challenge, go back and challenge Sowers. Does get taken down though, but Shane there to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, on board with Shane. They have actually broken it. Wow, they broke that fast again. And it does seem like they have a really good technical breaking. Incoming smokes, trying to make them front doors harder to defend. Going through the garage. Can he pick this up? Yes. Can he get the 2-piece? No. And it does look back on board with Mad Cat. They're trying to get in a good position here and lock it down, but so many smokes coming in. They're just being tested from every which way by this Epsilon lineup, and neither team able to really rest at any second here as it just continues to pile the pressure on.
The position that this Cloud lineup have actually assumed within that hard point was very, very good, and it looks as if Epsilon are actually moving off that hard point already, sacrificing probably about 20-25 seconds on that. That could be big and very, very crucial towards the later stages of this game, because as it stands, they currently trail by 50 points despite being in the lead earlier on in the game. Mad Cat with a nice 2-piece there. Jerd on this hard point.
Yep, Epsilon actually have it. And Zanny, brilliant play by Zanny. They don't have the best spawn for this though, but they are now in the hard point, and they are picking up the points once again. Zanny, perfect time to use it. Like we said before, score streaks break that basketball hard point.
A possible 90 points available from the rest of this game. 208 points to Cloud as it stands. They are not too far off. We're currently on board with Jerd, who's going to contest that hard point, but then died to Zanity, and that was huge from Zanity once again with another 3-piece, and it looks as if this is going to go to Team Cloud.
It most certainly does. They are using their score streak so effective right now. 25 seconds left on this one, and you're going to think that they are going to try and fight for every single one of them this close. As Sowers picks up 2, McGee picks up 2 as well, and that is it. They're going to now have to rotate away from that, as it does seem like
60 points. It is still possible, of course.
It is still possible. I don't think the Cloud are going to try and let it middle hard point, though. Anything can happen, as we've seen time and time again.
Yeah, if we just see McGee there take down Josh, and we're going to get on board with Sowers, who's currently on a 3-kill streak, just securing every last second of that point, but does get taken down by Shane. Let's get on board with Jerd as he's got to contest this hard point. It does look as if they are already out of this with just 35 seconds left on that clock. I don't think they're going to be able to do it now. I think it has gone to Team Cloud. as Jerd just trying to pick up the pieces of
certainly
Zanity. Let's bring up that scoreboard at 34 kills to Mad Cat, going absolutely huge in this opening game here of the loser bracket on the main stage at EGL9.
Yeah, you know what, Josh not having the greatest game for his team, 18-31, however, quite a few defends, quite a few captures, so he's still a team player in that respect. Who else has been going? Because you know what, not, you know,
Jerd, obviously.
Well, Jerd, obviously. And a little bit of trash talk going across there from the two teams. I will point out once again, Jerd's pistol skills are literally ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. They're just cleaning off the round, taking down Zanity and Josh. Now, that, of course, does put Cloud 4-1 into the lead. So a big 3-map cushion. Both of these teams, of course, are already guaranteed a top 3 placement here and will receive a split of the £9,000 prize pool.
Yep, they most certainly will. Now, let's see what these two teams are going to match up into the next one. We're going into Search and Destroy standoff.
Jerd and Mad Cat both with the same scores. They're 36-28 on the kill-death ratio.
Mad Cat and Jerd both went in.